The Almighty, Part 3 of 4 on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on October 1st and 2nd, 2006, in Spain.
Nhiều khi muốn ngồi gần chết, ngồi đâu ngủ đó. Hoặc là chưa ngồi đã nằm. Cái trường hợp này rất có thể xảy ra. Hoặc là không có phấn đấu được với kẻ thù, để cho kẻ thù phấn đấu mình. Cũng có vậy. Hoặc là nhìn thù thành bạn đó. Có mà cắt bỏ với trần gian, hiểu không? Cứ ngồi thiền đi rồi tự nhiên nó cái gì nó cũng xong. Mà sư phụ nói vậy hoài mà đâu có ai nghe đâu. Mà sao cô nghe hay vậy? Sao?
Có sư phụ bên trong vậy.
Có sư phụ bên trong, còn mấy người kia sư phụ đi ngoài hết hả? Chắc vậy gì bỏ sư phụ mày ngoài nhà cái gì? Rồi đâu có thèm nhìn tôi đâu. Đúng rồi. Thích nhìn cái thân thể này thôi, còn biểu làm gì không chịu làm đâu. Biểu ngồi thiền thôi cũng không chịu ngồi, phải không? Rồi thôi biểu làm này làm kia, làm công đức đi cũng không chịu. Tôi có chồng, tôi có bồ, tôi có bạn gái tôi đi không được, tôi có bạn trai tôi đi không được, tôi có này tôi làm không được. Thiền cũng không thiền, làm công đức cũng không chịu làm. Rồi thôi bắt tôi làm ngồi thiền giùm nè, rồi tôi làm công đức giùm. Cái gì cũng sư phụ làm hết, phải không? Nhưng mà tôi có thể trút gánh nặng chồng của cô đâu có được đâu, hiểu không? Thì có cái bà bên Việt Nam bảo làm giùm hả? Ok, tốt lắm. Ngồi thiền nhiều á, cái gì cũng được hết hả? Làm ngồi thiền cho đúng đắn, hiểu chưa? Ráng, hiểu chưa? Nếu mình ngồi một mình không được, cái rủ hai bà bạn gì đó ngồi chung với nhau một nhà. Bữa nay tôi ngồi nhà chị, mai ngồi nhà chị, mỗi người giống ủng hộ lẫn nhau, hiểu không? Ngồi chung với nhau, ok. Bạn ngồi một mình hả chị ha? Ok, đó. Chúc mừng, ok, yeah.
Master, the question is, sometimes after a few years initiation, sometimes I will miss you. Then I will cry, and then people say because we are initiate with you, and then we have a connection with you. When we do that, may disturb your work.
Oh no, it's all right.
Okay.
No disturbing. Keep crying.
Okay. Thank you.
If you want to cry because you miss me, who was going to disturb you like that? It's all right. Let her cry. My God, you guys know too much nonsense. Huh? If you want to cry, you cry. Okay? Yeah. Call me so I can cry with you together.
Hello, Master. Can we do fundraising for do Master work?
Fundraising? No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you.
What for? You fundraise? Do what?
For example, I think about cross our country from south to north.
From south to north? Oh.
Yeah.
To do fundraising?
Yes.
Outside, from outside people?
Yes.
Oh, no, please, no.
Okay. Thank you.
No. If your center disciple can manage to do anything you want, then it's fine. Yeah. If you want to do some work for the public, like you print some leaflet here and there, it's okay. And if you don't, sometimes even the headquarters will support you. You see, support money. Don't ever ask money from outside people. That's the thing you should never do. We don't even ask from disciple. Why ask outside people? Why? We do what we have, okay? We do what we can. We don't ask people outside. Never. Never. Yeah? At the time of initiation, nobody told you that? Huh? That we do not collect money? We don't collect money from you even. Why you go collect money from outside? It's not logical, right? Okay?
师傅您好，我有个问题就是，我这有时候对小孩，我的小孩哈，有时候 跟他们耐心的讲，好好讲，他们就不听；要骂他们的话，他们就听。但是我很不喜欢骂别人，然后有时候觉得很痛苦啊。骂完他们以后，我也在哭。
我知道，
对，就是觉得很
可爱的业障要自己承担。我知道了，很小有乖的小孩，嘿，那你讲话不听你就骂一下嘛，主要心不凶就好 ，OK？
对，有时候
不是骂了，就是大声一点给他们知道你是严肃的，也不用骂了，就是声音比较强一点，懂吗？
对。
比方说你说，哎，小孩替我小一个弟，然后一直讲，他不听说，小孩小弟 ，OK？ 我要你小弟，现在 ，now， 这样子就好了，也不用骂什么。
对。
有时候他们听不懂，你了解吗？没有专心听你讲什么，了解？
对。
OK？
Can I ask my father killed himself?
When? Before, after initiation?
Before initiation, a long time ago.
Why? Why did he do that?
Before our lives and his specific life, it's in my understanding, it's very hard. I understand what my father did.
You understand why, right?
Yes, and I don't condemn.
No. So what is your question?
When eu fui iniciado, portanto, o meu pai deixou de estar no inferno.
Is he liberated, right?
Yeah.
I take care of him.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah, you're welcome. I promise.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Nothing happened to him. Life is hard, huh? It's just that normally people who commit suicide cannot be liberated so quick. Translate to him.
A Márcia está dizendo que, que normalmente as pessoas que cometem suicídio, elas levam mais tempo para ser liberadas do inferno, normalmente.
Because this body is God-given and according to the karma, and if we want to run away from it suddenly like that, we can't get away with it.
Porque esse corpo que Deus nos dá de acordo com o nosso karma, e se nós quisermos correr disso antes da hora, não é a maneira correta.
But because he is initiated and he practiced, so that helps me to have a chance to help him.
Mas porque você foi iniciado e você pratica, isso ajuda a Master a ajudá-lo, ajudar o seu pai.
It's usually the initiate have the privilege of Master attention and grace.
Porque normalmente o iniciado é que tem o privilégio da atenção da Master e da graça da Master.
Okay? So you worry about him, huh?
Você se preocupa com ele.
If you initiate it and you practice, you have nothing to worry about your ancestor or your next generation. All right. From the biggest to the smallest. Yeah, Maltese is the smallest, eh? And the other guy is like a German Shepherd mixed with a Mastiff or Great Dane. He looks like a Great Dane. Oh, so big. He eats direct from the table. Just standing there and get table food. You know, human table food. He just stand there, put his chin on it and can I eat it? But he's very good. If I say no, he don't do it. He can, but he doesn't. You know? But if I put the food there, he can eat it just like that. The other, like Rottweiler, I have to sit him on the sofa and then tell him to eat on the table. Then he can do it. But the last one, he don't eat. any seat. He don't need any chair. He just stand there and eat direct from the table. So tall. He's so tall. He's about this tall. Yeah. So when I want to pet him, he don't need to jump to kiss me or anything. He just stand there and kiss. Convenient kiss. So sometimes I tell them to sit. He understands English. My God. He's not English dog. He has not been raised in English language, but he understands everything. Okay, now guys, before you eat. Are you hungry? You want to go to the bathroom? No. Okay, I try to accommodate you with your time, but your schedule is just a little bit too strict for me. I'm not only a spiritual teacher, I'm also an artist. At night, I'm more inspired. In the morning, it's just like workers' time. Everybody rush to the highway and rush to the office. It just kills me right there. In the morning, I'm like dead. Yeah. I have no idea how to live in the morning. I either meditate or sleep. So forgive me. If you want to go eat, go now. If you don't, we just talk nonsense for a while. Is that okay? Yes. Nonsense or eat? Nonsense. Okay. Wow. I like that. Food we can always have. Nonsense. Not not necessary. Depends on who talk nonsense. Right? Okay. Now I just want to tell you something that is non-nonsense. Like, for example, I just give you initiation. That is never enough. Okay? It's not enough. You have to really assimilate the power that has been awakened within you. Yeah? Yes. Or transmit it. Or awaken, whatever. Yeah. The human language is very complicated. Yeah? It's never really good enough for, I say, metaphysical things. Yeah? Especially the teaching of heaven. Yeah? Alright. So, if you think you can just get initiated and it's alright, it's not. Okay? Of course, you'll be liberated. If you don't commit any grave sin, then you'll be liberated and you never see hell. Okay? If you keep to the precept, meditate off and on, or even not, I still help you. But you will not understand much of the other more meaningful teaching to yourself. Yeah? Then you come here or anywhere, you will ask a lot of nonsense. Yeah? And I will have to talk nonsense. And these nonsense are not, you don't even capiche. Even if I answer you, you don't capiche. For example, in Hungary, I teach you some very deep stuff. And some of you were there, you understood it all. Even though just mentally, you did understand. But the one who has not been there, and the one who has not really into the meditation stuff, maybe you go to group meditation, but you just sit there, daydreaming. Understand me? Or to go there just to get a guy or the girl or the one that you like. Or you talk, like to gossip. Then you will not understand what I'm saying, and then you just keep squeezing about things that you don't even know what it is. And you just catch one or two sentences and you dwell on that because you don't understand. Or you understand the wrong way. This is very tiring for me. So, if you don't understand anything about the thing that I have taught, just for disciples, and just be quiet, go home, meditate more, okay? And meditate more, 1-2 more years, really deep, and you still don't understand it, then please just go out, sell ice cream. Yes, because it will be useless for you. If just some mental wrestling, gymnast, yeah? even if you understood all what I have told you in Hungary retreat or in London, it's still not the best thing for you yet. The best thing is you, your own wisdom inside, when you are always in deep communion with heaven, with the highest teaching of non-verbal education. Otherwise, if you understood me, it's also good for you. At least you don't struggle. Who is the master? How is her level? You know? You always worry about my level. Huh? One of the disciples, before, we were still talking about 100%, 80%, how many people are enlightened, how many percent, like in Florida. And the guy still asked me, like, if a person like that, well, I don't know if I should tell you. No, did you hear the tape in Florida about how enlightened Jesus was? Okay, then I could tell you. I thought it was just between the group and they open it up. Okay, fine. So I said Jesus at that time was 80% enlightened. They killed him before he got up. But nevertheless, he's still the Son of God. And his mission only up to there. But he did not die on the cross. Of course, I talk only up to there. Okay? And I haven't got a chance to talk later on. And he keep quizzing me, a resident even. If you're only 80%, how can you teach people? But you have to understand how much percent the people at that time. A kindergarten teacher is good enough for a 4-year-old kid. There's no need to bring a professor from university into a kindergarten to tell the kids what's all about. About Einstein and Archimedes, all kind of Newton, all kind of stuff. They don't compete, They don't need to know yet, okay? They just want to play. Don't you know, simple thing like ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 and 2 make 4, something like that. It's good enough for the kids, So anyway, even if Jesus wasn't 100% enlightened, it's good enough for that time, for them, How barbaric at that time even. They killed an innocent man who didn't do anything wrong, who didn't even kill anybody, who didn't steal, who did not revolt against the government, who didn't say anything against the government even. Do you understand me? They had no reason, absolutely, lawfully, physically, law speaking, he has committed no citizen crime. And they just kill him. And barbaric way of killing. At that time, he's too much already for them. He's too high already for them. It's the weight of his spiritual ability, spiritual power. But nevertheless, God is always merciful, He sent always the best. All right, or He sent Himself. Mostly at the time of deep trouble, He sent Himself. No one else can take care. So many of the master, when you heard that they tragically die, like the one that I told you the other day, they chop all his limbs and cut his tongue and chop his head. That was the greatest one. Of all the Muslim master in that lifetime. For example, only. And Jesus was the greatest one. For example, Buddha was very great. The greatest of that time. Buddha from the 5th level. And the Buddha was 100% enlightened and lived until 80-something years. Buddha is good to teach anybody. Buddha is great already. He's from the 5th level, and that's the highest you can go. For the human who has already been here, or astral level, or second intellectual level, or 3rd level, 4th level beings, he's great already. But there are different levels between master, that you know already. So can you understand? If you do not meditate the way I taught you, and do not invest your time and sincerity in this pursuit of your higher self, no matter how long I tell you, no matter how long you sit in a group meditation, you gain not much. Yeah, you might gain liberation for yourself and 5 generations, but your level will not be high. Okay? Now, there's another way to gain enlightenment also quick, by serving others people. Yeah. Therefore, some of the people during the retreat, yeah, of course, during the retreat, then you have more concentration on blessing power, that's for sure. And some people who serve very well on the retreat, really selflessly, because maybe at that time he's so happy, somebody come, yeah, to his place, he has a chance to meet many people. He's so happy, and he really unconditionally and lovingly serving as much as he can. Then his level goes from 2nd to the 5th. I'm telling you, 3 level. Oh, that's vast. It's not like just 1, 2, 3. We count the 5th level, but we don't know how much lifetime if somebody had to achieve that. So anyway, in that case, he went up very fast. But after that, if he begin to waste his attention on a smaller scale of this spiritual domain, then he lost it so quick. So quick. That's why I don't have any more new Kuan Yin messenger. The level go down so quick after I left, for example, or after the retreat's over. The human side of that person came back again, and he swim back into the karma of his sea, of his karmic sea. You understand? They get all wet, soaked again in this kind of thinking, this kind of doing. And then his level go down very fast. I have to say that I'm a little bit sad many times. So you guys pay attention to this, okay? The body needs food. The soul, the spirit need meditation power to boost up, okay? To go up. Really, please, even if you are in a mundane environment, you still can keep your mind focused. You still can. If that's all you want, nothing can really distract you. Maybe a little bit, but not too long. Yeah? You have to get to that level so that nothing distracts you anymore. And even if it does, just like dust from your clothes, you shake it and it's gone. So you guys pay attention to this, okay? The body needs food. The soul, the spirit need meditation power to boost up, okay? To go up. Really, please, even if you are in a mundane environment, you still can keep your mind focused. You still can. If that's all you want, nothing can really distract you. Maybe a little bit, but not too long. You have to get to that level so that nothing distracts you anymore. And even if it does, just like dust from your clothes, you shake it and it's gone. And not like the mud that cling to your body and cake on your skin. That's a different thing. Not into the mud. You get onto the dry land and I wash you clean up from the mud. Doesn't cling to your body, doesn't cake your skin anymore. And after a while, even you walk on the road, it might be dusty. Yeah, but not like the mud. Okay? So get out on the dry lane first and just walk on the dry lane. And even though you're a little dusty, very easy. Even 5 minutes meditation, go on. Yeah? Okay? So please, if you have some like a very sharp kind of question and this kind of argumentative or provoking or kind of, challenging question, please ask yourself first. This question, does it really serve me? Do I really ask a correct question? Or I'm just blah, 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 to get attention? Or just to vent my social behavior on somebody or even on the master? Just because you live in just a social, dirty environment, and you came here, you didn't clean yourself, you just throw dirt on people, or even on the master. just because you're so used to it. Or you are angry inside of something, and then you just blurt it out. It's useless for you, even if I answer it, and even if you understand it. These all are still in intellectual level. You know what I mean? It's not the real thing. No matter how eloquent I am in describing an apple to you, you might see the vivid picture in your eyes, in your mental eyes, but you still don't taste the apple. I might be very good at describing it, and you even feel mouth-watering. Wow, I wish I'd have an apple. And I understood what an apple looked like, and I understood what it tastes like, but I don't have an apple. Apple is what you need, not a glorious description of it. No matter how good the description. So even here, I'm coming here not to talk to you, really, not to even answer your question, and not to make you think that I really understand everything I really understood everything from the universe. I really had a great eloquence. It's not that. It's just my presence that is a gift to you. Anything I talk, it's just okay to make you focus on me. Or to make your mind a little relaxed. Okay? Just my presence. That's the best, lecture I could give to you. Of course, I'm here. You like me to talk. That's why I told you nonsense, all nonsense. Because according to me, they're also nonsense. Whatever I say is nonsense. It's like entertainment for your mind. But for the soul, you have different entertainment, deeper, better, truly awaken you, shake you up, shake the dirt out of your being. That is, if you have any being to shake it. What I mean is the dirt from your mind. So that he can let your soul free. Because the mind, is the concept of the mind, is the trouble of the mind that keep the soul bound. Otherwise nothing can bound the soul. The soul wants to use the mind and the body to experiment whatever around here. But if the mind and the body is not on a very cooperative mood, or not on a very high level, the soul just keep relying on those information and binding together. And that's how you're not liberated. It's just the mind that's the problem. So when you meditate well, deep, you fly away from the mind for that moment. That's why you experience deep happiness, which you cannot describe anyway. The moment that you suddenly lift up in samadhi, that is just something extraordinary. And if you do that anytime, any day, then the soul will be so used to, again, the freedom. Like when he sleeps. When we sleep because the soul is tired, want to get out, and at that time he's free. But daytime, he had to follow the mind to see what's going on, to try to direct the mind. But the mind keep fitting wrong information. So if you meditate, you know how to get out of the mind and don't need it. Okay? And just look, the soul will look at it. The soul by himself or herself. Then can direct the mind more correctly what to do. Instead of relying on the wrong information or even right information, fitting by the mind. Yeah? The soul is very gentle. Very beautiful. The soul doesn't understand the complication, the filthiness of the world. But that's why the mind is good. The mind keeps feeding information, the soul believes it. So it's better the soul get out of the mind and direct instead of following the mind. Because if follow the mind, also cannot direct well. Okay, so the soul has to be out. Like the master, the driver, cannot just follow the steering wheel. When the steering wheel is wrong, it is steer by itself. Then it's bad. The driver has to steer the steering wheel. Okay, this is all human language. I'm so frustrated. I'm frustrated because I don't know how to talk anymore. I used to be more eloquent, right? Let's face it, really. No? Don't you feel the difference? I do. No. I remember when I was, when I first came out, I only used the second level talk most of the time. And I was very eloquent. I remember whoever asked any question, nobody can argue with me. But right now, if you argue with me, maybe I'm stunned. I say, oh, what is that? Yeah, really. I do know the difference. Maybe you don't. Yeah? Maybe you don't. Maybe right now, if you ask me many of those stupid questions, I don't know how to answer anymore. Probably you will win. So try it, and to feel good, just to feel good that you win. Okay? I really don't have that eloquence that I used to have. But you don't feel it? No? No?
Different eloquence.
Oh, I guess. Okay. That's good. Good idea. Yeah, it's true. Because I don't talk about those argumentative second level talk anymore. So if you ask me those questions, I probably, I notice it myself only. Maybe you don't know it because you don't ask such questions much anymore, except a couple yesterday. And you can see I don't really answer well. I notice it myself because most of the time now you don't ask these questions anymore, so you don't notice it. Yeah? But when I go outside, the outside people, they ask the kind of question that you used to ask before, or other people used to ask before, and I don't know how to answer. I just, I don't think anymore in that direction. I just, what? I don't even feel tired. I don't know why I can't answer it. I just shut and show and answer the way outside people just say anything just to, to get away with it. That's it. It's not the way I fiercely and, enthusiastically, try to convince the people by my power of talk. I wasn't even enthusiastic anymore. Even if I want to, I just stand there. I just kind of stunned. Why does he ask this question? That's probably most of the time I ask like that. And I really don't know. Most of the time I couldn't answer anymore the way I answered before. I guess it's not necessary anymore. And I have to tell you also that when I was enlightened, it was just 100%. It's like the master level. So, and I have to confess with you, I only knew the 5th level then. Okay? And later I meditate more. And on the retreat and all that myself. Then I go higher very fast. Boop. Then I realize, that's not it. It wasn't it. It was not that. I tell you a joke. There's a young soldier, went into the army for fighting. And every day, the commander-in-chief, the commander, the colonel, keep notice that this guy keep going around everywhere, picking up any piece of paper on the ground, and look at it and throw it away. Say, it's not it. So he keep going day in, day out, day and night. If he see any piece of paper, he pick it up and read it and throw it away. That's not it. Keep doing that all the time, picking paper, read it and throw it away. Say, that's not it. So the commander-in-chief, the colonel or general, thought that he is something wrong. He sent him to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist also think there's something wrong with him. So wrote a discharge paper for him to go home. Yeah? No more shoulder duty. And he picked that up, he read it and said, this is it. Yeah. I was so happy when I discovered during my retreat what is it all about. Me. I was so happy. I had nobody to talk to. But I was also angry. I said, why now? Why not before? Make me suffer all this time. All this illusion and all this nonsense. And then, of course, then I know, if I realize what I did, I probably won't go out and talk. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't be eloquent the way it was. I couldn't have that, I say, low-level eloquence to deal with a low level at that time. Yeah, then it's okay too. But it was, it was a little bit, happy and frustrated at the same time. Nevertheless, I forgot it already. I forgot what it was. Okay? So I'm still your master. It's the same. Same like before. Yeah. But not the same. The same, but not the same. For example, even on the 5th level, you sometimes still wonder, am I? You understand what I mean? Even you guys, even if sometimes you get to the 5th level, or if I say you are on the 5th level, you still have a little wondering. Yeah? After that, no more. That's why the master yesterday, I told you, no, the day before, everybody tell him he'll die. Horribly, if you keep telling them. He still say it, because there's no other thing he can say. He tells the truth, because he realizes it. There's nothing can shake it. No doubt, no question, no nada. Nothing anymore. So he just have to proclaim what he is. You understand? Moreover, he knew that he has to die for the people. That's the only way he can teach them. He can cleanse them. That's what he thought at that time. Well, if a society can kill somebody who's so innocent, who does nothing wrong, in such a horrible way, then can you imagine how else the master can teach them? Like the time of Jesus, how else can he teach and cleanse them? They're not civilized enough even to listen to anything. Even if that master, the one who they vivisect, die, even if he say, I am the truth, even if he tell the lie, and you just don't listen to him and just think he's a crazy man, that's enough. Why you have to kill him like that? Now you understand what kind of society that he lived in. Yeah? And that's the only way he can liberate some of the people, his disciples and outside alike. The story ended like this. Remember the story? It's so horrible that after I read it, I throw the book away. I don't even want to even know about it. But then, I don't know, I pick it back. I thought maybe you could learn something from it, even though it's so horrific. I did not even want to let you know. But I thought maybe I could teach you something out of this. Yeah? We should gain a little bit of diamond out of the whole big dirty filth. Yeah? So the story ended like this. One of his non-disciple, but like maybe acquaintance or associate, wanted so much to know what happened. Okay, he knows that the master say that, of course, that the one who follows him will be liberated, yeah, and blessed. So he wanted to know so much about the people who persecuted him. What happened to them? So the master appear in the dream or in a vision and tell him. I think he wasn't an initiated person, but kind of contact inside or admire him. I wasn't sure if that master ever initiated anybody. Maybe some people follow him only. Because at that time there were many other masters, yeah, who are more openly teaching, because they teach accordingly to the government line and don't proclaim anything. Maybe they were not even. They did not reach that level, so they could not claim anything. Okay, never mind. Let's finish the story first. So he wanted that acquaintance of the deceased master, the persecuted master, want to know what happened to the people who persecute him. So he appeared to him and say that both are blessed by God. The one who supports him and want to rescue him or follow him, they did it because of God. They believe in God. They are for God's sake. And the one who persecuted him also for God's sake, because they think he did against God. So both did it for God's sake. So God blessed them both. Perhaps the master knew already the outcome, so he blessed them already beforehand. Anyway, so at that time, many masters was teaching the same thing with him, of course, but they want him not to say that he's the truth. Yeah, that means I'm God. Want him not to say that because he would get killed. Nevertheless, he said that all the time. If anybody asks him who he is, he said, I'm the truth. If he proclaimed it in the marketplace, he knew he had to die. And even at the time of death, he proclaimed the same. At that time, many masters teach the same method that he did. But so a lot of people already follow him. And this master has also been studying before when he was younger. Now, of course, been studying with these masters. Yeah, but he separated himself out of all. Not because he said the other master are no good, not that, but he became different. Not the way other masters do. Like most of the master, for example, in India nowadays even, if the master come out like a successor of some great already famous master, so that the tradition is this: you come out, you preach the teaching, and you always praise the master. You know what I mean? My master was this. My master will do this for you. My master will do that for you. Do this for you. My master, the great. Never proclaim himself. That's they call humility. And this is rightly so. And the master of this type should have humility, should always praise God, praise the master before him, and accredit all the blessing and power to his master. That is correct. But this man, he doesn't. You see, the one who has been persecuted so gruesomely like that, he did not. He proclaimed, I am the truth. And he teach many crazy things. According to the book, they say he teach crazy. You know, he became crazy. He doesn't do it the way any other master or the contemporary master did. So they predicted that he would die on the gallows, you know. Normally they just chop his head, but in this case they make it so horrible. Because he was the truth. He is the truth. He cannot say anything else. And the more they force him to say otherwise, the more he proclaimed that I am the truth. What would you say if you know who you are? Huh? If you know you're a doctor, you graduated, wouldn't you say, yes, I am a doctor. I'm a surgeon. Certified surgeon. I'll say graduated. I'm a doctor, surgeon. No? Wouldn't you say that? Or I'm a dentist? Yeah? Or I'm a professor? Or I am a PhD. Whatever you are, you say it. No matter how many people say you are not, can you be convinced that you are not? You know it yourself. My God, I am a doctor. So other people who don't know you don't even see the certificate. Even if you cannot prove it because you left your certificate at home in a safe box. But you say, I'm a doctor. And say, no, you're not. You're just lying. No, I am. I'm not lying. I'm a doctor. I am a doctor. You know what I mean? The more they say you're lying, the more you say, no, I'm not lying. It's true, I'm a doctor. For God's sake, I am a doctor. Yeah? Even you cannot prove it because you might be traveling far and you don't just take your doctor's certificate everywhere with you, do you? No, huh? Some of you here are doctors, but you don't carry it in your pocket all the time. So the people who know her here or him here know, okay, of course if he says he's a doctor, he's a doctor. And and then let him treat us. And then we know more and more the way he treats us, we know that, okay, nobody even doubts him because we all know and trust him. But the people outside, suppose you go on the street and say he's a doctor, people might believe, maybe not, until he's in action, or maybe they don't even let him treat, you know. If even her language is not even not the same language. For example, an English doctor here come out and talk to some Spanish peasant outside and say he's a doctor. Maybe difficult to convince. You know what I mean? You can't explain it. So he won't let you treat him. Yeah? Don't touch me. I don't know who you are. For example, like that. Huh? And maybe even say that he tell lie or whatever because maybe he don't look like a doctor. Maybe he's on holiday now, he grow a big beard like this, you know, and his hair will grow long because he's so fed up with shaving every day. So on holiday he just let loose. And by the way, you see some people sick or in emergency need, he wants to treat him. You see what I mean? Want to help him, but maybe they don't believe him. Because he doesn't look like a doctor. The doctor I see in the hospital, well shaven and with a white coat. You don't have even a white coat. And your beard looks so long. And your hair looks so matted, you know. It doesn't look like a doctor. Yeah, something like that. But nevertheless, he is. And he cannot proclaim otherwise. No matter how people tell him to. Huh? Now you understand? Yes. Maybe. Okay, let you go eat. I love you anyway.